Well, hey. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We are doing our Market Mondays. Let me make sure I'm up and running in all the places. Yes, gonna be up and running in all the places. I'm getting better at this. Every week I do better and better. Yes. So, Market Mondays today, we're going to talk about the trades that we had going from last week and the previous week. I think we still had some that were even going from the previous week. We're going to check and update those. And then we are going to suggest a couple of others. Oh, you can't do that. They get lost in the background. We're going to suggest some others that you may consider as a seller. I'm Arlissa Pinkleton. You can see my name there on the screen. I am an options seller and I coach sellers. I teach the strategies for option selling. A lot of times you hear people talk about option buying calls, buying puts, and such and such. But just because people are buying, that means somebody has to be selling. And I am one of the people who coaches the sellers. I, of course, believe that sellers always come out ahead over the long run. You get more base, and you may feel like you get more home runs with the buying calls and puts, but just like you can win more, you can lose more, right? That's anything that has nothing to do with buying or selling options. That's anything. But I feel like when you're selling options, the odds are in your favor. Okay, I feel like the odds are in your favor when you're selling. Okay, so let's look, getting my platform open here. Don't forget, if you didn't already know this, I'm going to go ahead and mention it early in the process this time, not necessarily at the end. The Options 411 2-day boot camp for beginners or novices. If you don't know a lot about trading or don't know anything about trading options, but you want to learn, then you might want to join us in the Options 411 boot camp. It's going to be April the 12th and the 13th. It is open right now for $27. You can go to my website, which is http educator to trader.com, and get registered right away. You can be already ready already. And then when we get up on April the 12th and 13th, you'll already be included. If you didn't know already, we have a Facebook group, Educator to Trader Facebook group. You can go and join that. That is available for you to join. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I don't do a whole lot on Twitter, but I am there. I do a little bit on TikTok, do a little TikToking. So yeah, you can find me in all the places. Educator to Trader, Arlissa Pinkleton. I'm on Facebook mainly, but I'm in all the places. I'm getting my platform open so that way I can show you what we're working with. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I think I've got it up and running. Which trades did we have from last week? Let me get us, let me share. Yes, so we can see. Oh, present. Present. Share the screen. Come on. My computer seems to be running kind of slow. Maybe it's tired. Okay. We're sharing the screen, seeing what's the okay. We should all be able to see my screen now. I'm hoping we can see the screen now. I think it's coming up. All righty. Let's look at the trades that we had open already, that we looked at over the last couple of weeks. Right? We had an AMC trade. We had a covered call on AMC that we've been looking at. We looked at it again last Friday just as an update. We have a 5 call. This is a covered call. And we got into the covered call for $14 of premiums. It is currently at 17.5 or 17.5. You multiply these by 100 in order to get to the actual dollar amount. So you can see here under P&L open that it is down $3.50. But we have till this Friday. Our expiration is this coming Friday. And as a seller, time decay is your friend. We have a 5 call. Current price, though, is $4 and some change. So our covered call is covering. We're covering the call. We have 5. The current price is $4. Our trade is still good. We just need the time to decay a bit so that way we can close it as a in profit. AMC, we have our 100 shares, or we might want to go ahead and open a covered call on AMC while we're here. Well, we already have the AMC covered call. Duh. We just talked about the covered call. This 5 covered call is using these 100 shares as the foundation. You have to have something to cover it. So you have to have an asset, and the 100 shares of AMC is our asset. Same thing here with EOSE. We have 100 shares of it. We bought it at $2.19. It is now valued at $2.75. So the stock in itself is worth $56 more. But we're doing a covered call, a 2.5 call. Now, this is the thing with covered calls. We have a 2.5 strike on this covered call, and it expires on the 21st of April. Current price is above our 2.5. So if we were expiring today, our shares would be called away at the $2.50 strike price, because we have a 2.5 call. Price has now gone past our call strike, which we still would end up with a profit if that were to happen, because we paid $2.19. Well, if we sell the shares for $2.50, we're going to make 31 cents per share, right? 31 cents per share. We'll make $31 if we just release it right where it is right now. What we may consider with this one is we may consider rolling it up to a 3 strike. That way we'll stay above the covered call, or we can just leave it, keep our $30 of premium that we took in, right? And see how this trade plays out over the next couple of weeks. Not a problem until closer to April 21st. We can just watch and see what happens, right? I didn't know the screen for the shares is so small. Let me see if I can adjust that, because you don't need to see me. I don't need to be seen. Here we go. How about we do this one? Yeah. Picture in a picture. Sounds better. This looks better. I like this one better, because you don't need me to be the big picture there. You need to have the option stuff. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay. That's the EOSE trade. We're still just watching that, letting that go do its thing. Our FUBO, we did a cash secure put on FUBO last week. So we entered cash secure put at a 1 strike. FUBO is above $1, which it needs to be above our strike in order for our cash secure put to be good. We received $12 in premiums. It is now worth $7.50. So we're in profit, $4.50. We've still got some time. Again, no rush for this. The way I usually handle covered calls and puts is when I've accumulated about 50% of my profits. So when this gets to be at least $6, I go ahead and close it. And then you can close it and reopen again, or close it, release your collateral, and do something else with it. But I usually try to give it until about 50%. You can see here it says this is 37.5% in profit right now. Right, we want it to be at least 50%. So FUBO, we're going to leave it to just continue to run on and run on. Silvergate. This is one we're having to watch a little bit closer. Why is that? We have a 2 strike put on Silvergate, but Silvergate is currently at $1.61 in price. We took in $45 in premiums. It's now worth $50. So if we were to close it right now, we would lose $5 in premiums. But this is going till this Friday. May not be a bad move unless we want to buy, put these shares into our account for $2 when at this point they're worth $1.60. right? We still got some time. This is one we'll definitely make a decision about in the next couple of days, because you have to decide, do I really want Silvergate stock at $2 a share or not? That you have to think about. Do you want to hold the asset or not? Or do you want to receive the asset or not? Because you're going to be given you're going to be put the shares if you're still holding it at expiration. Last but not least of the trades that we previously have is Zim. We entered last week with Zim. April the 6th is our expiration date, 22 strike price. We've got a put. We received $575 in premiums. It's currently worth $4.80, which is $480. You can see here that it's a 16%. We're 16% in profit at this point. We still got a few more days this week. Zim is currently at 23.47. We have a 22 strike. So as long as the current price is above the 22, then our trade is still going well. Our trade is still going well. Okay, so that's the update from all the ones that we have. But I think I have something interesting for this week. I was thinking, why not look at taking one stock and doing multiple things? Then I thought about, let's go to do put credit spreads first. Let's talk about put credit spreads first. Okay. Put credit spreads. If you were selling a put, you would be under the price going upwards. A put credit spread means that you are, I'm going to pick one of the stocks that I want us to look at, which is AI. Everywhere you look now, you hear somebody talking about AI, right? Well, there's stocks that go along with that. This company or this ticker is actually AI. I think there's C3.ai Inc. Com. I'm not sure what. Oh, Class A. So this is the chart that goes along with the AI. It is now at $33.87 is what it is worth. Right, $33.87 is the current price of the ticker. If you're thinking about a put credit spread, we do put credit spreads when you believe price is going up. Put credit spreads are used when you believe price is going up, or at least it's going to stay up above your strike. Okay, so I'm looking at AI. I'm going to write some notes here. We're going to do a put credit spread. You want to be below the support on the daily chart, especially if you're going to be doing this for the rest of this week. If you're going to use it for a week, for this week, for next week, you want to use the daily time frame in order to do your charting. Well, let's look. Where would be our support here? Our support would be, there's a line of something happening in here, right? Support. It's weird because you can say, support and resistance can be charted a few different ways. But if you were looking just flat out to where was their support, if you just look down to where price went down and turned around, we would look down here in the $24.40 range. That's what this is. Here's $24.40. But there's something that happened right here in the $28.31. Price went up and turned back around. What we do know is that once support becomes resistance, once resistance becomes support. So at this stage, 28.48 was resistance. There's a few different lines you can see over here. You can see here that it was resistance here, but now price has passed it. So if price were to come back, it is now support. It would now be support. Now, if you want to see some other smaller support areas, which you could change over to maybe a 30-minute chart or a 15-minute chart. You could change over to something that's a smaller time frame. That way you can see some additional support areas in between what you picked. I found 28.48, but if we were to look on the 30-minute chart and see what other support areas do we see on shorter time frames, I see one here at 32.44. Right, you can see right in this area, price got around this place and slowed down right here. It did it again at the beginning of today's trading, actually. It dropped down to here, hit this 32.44 place and moved up again. There is also something in this area here where price is hovering at the end of the day. That's getting a little closer than I think we should be for a put credit spread if you're talking about holding it for several days. Okay, it would be better or be safer if you can get strikes that are going to be at least one or two supports below, one or two supports or below one or two supports that you have. Of course, the closer you get to the current price, the better premiums you get, and we're always looking for good premiums, but you don't want to get good premiums but put yourself in an unsafe situation. You don't want to be finding good premiums and then find out, well, I got good premiums, but I put myself in the danger zone. I won't sing the Top Gun songs. I will fight and resist the urge to sing the Top Gun song. Okay, so what I said was we've got us a support here, 28. We also identified a place about 32, which is right up here. So maybe we pick something below the 28.48. How about we get a put credit spread and we do below this support? Maybe we bring it down and we let's look here together. Yeah, not what I wanted. I want to be able to type here. Maybe it'll let me. Oh, there we go. Where's my note? There we go. Chart. We're going to get below put credit spread. Maybe we'll do 27/28 PCS. Okay, that means 28 is the sell leg, 27 is going to be the buy leg. So I'm looking here. Let's look first for this Friday. We're on the screen that says vertical. We're looking for a put credit spread. So we're underneath the put side. And on AI, what did I say, 27.28? If we were looking at 27.28, they have it broken out by 50-cent spreads. But let's select what we want, and then we can edit this and change this to a 27 so we can get it to be a 1 spread instead of a 50-cent spread. 27.28. So for 27.28 for this coming Friday, you would currently get $10 in credits. 10% is a good return on your money when you're a seller. Of course, I try to get 15% if I can. Oh, I didn't want to confirm and send. I wanted to go back. I didn't want to confirm and send that. But we can see, let's look for next week though. Let's go out a week or two. That way we can see if we still like these strikes, we can go out further in time and then receive more in premiums. Also doing 27.28. If we go out one more week, we get $15 in premiums. So we've still using the same $100 of collateral because the spread equals the amount of collateral minus the premium that you receive that the broker is going to give you. But for another week, you can collect $5 more. Let's go one more week and see what happens. 27.28 is what we're looking at. This is 15. Oh, look at there. $25 we're going to take in credits. So the 25% return on your money means you're going to leverage your $100 and the broker is going to give you that you're going to get $25 for entering this trade. So you're really only leveraging $75. So that's the one we're going to do. April the 21st, AI put credit spread, believing that price will stay above 28 over the next couple of weeks. That's how we win on selling trades. You don't need price to move. You don't need price to do anything. It really can just sit there. You just don't want it to be at your strike or beyond your strike at expiration. So as long as over the next 2 weeks, this stays above $28, which we believe it will. There's two supports in between current price and what we selected. We're believing that it's going to be here. We've got our strike is down here at 28, but there's this support and this support at 32.42 and at 28.48. Those supports are between current price and our strikes. I think that's a good one. So let's look at another one. How about we look at AMD? AMD is also another AI component or proponent. It seems to be enjoying some positive momentum as a result of the AI stuff. Again, we're looking at the daily chart so we can see what this week holds. Current price of AMD 96.56. Notice how we didn't have to buy a long-term call or a long call in order to believe, because we believe price is going up. We didn't have to pay any money, right? When you're a seller, you don't pay any money. You receive money to enter the trades. You don't pay any money to enter the trades. All right, let's look at some quick support. See what's going on here. Support will be here. But this, I always chart supports as a zone. They're not, it's not like a hard line. So even though this says 24.64, you can see there's some wicks that have come down below here, down into the 93, 92 area. So the support for me is a zone, right? So I see that from here, from current price, which is 96.56, down to about 94.64. If we wanted another zone, we could do another one around in here. This is where price went up, came back down. Again, resistance becomes support later on, 88.4. I don't know if I'd want to be that far away from current price. That's like $8 away. But let's see. Oh, I don't have it here. Let's see what was the ATR on AMD, see what kind of movement it can do in the course of a week. But let's go look at a trade. We're looking, maybe write a little bit here so we can see what I'm talking about. What is she talking about? We can do a put credit spread, believing price will stay up above our supports. We're going to look at, I actually like the 87.88. I don't like that it is as low down as it is as far as location, but I think it may, you'd rather be safe than sorry. I've said that before. You'd rather take in some secure premiums than be right after premiums only to find out that you got breached, and that's not a good thing. So we picked 87.88. If we just go with this week, there's a whole dollar that's there for that particular trade. Not what we're looking for, right? Let's go out a couple weeks. 87.88, $16. Looking a little better. Looking a little better, $16. You leveraged the 100 minus the 16, so you're leveraging $84 of capital. 87.88 here. $27. There we go. AMD, the 28th of April, saying that it's going to stay above 88. It's currently at 96. You can take in $27, and you could always get a little closer. I find that different traders are more aggressive than others. So you have to do an assessment of how aggressive you are, basically. And I do have like a resource that you can do a quiz to see what's your trading style. Let me see if I can type that into, I don't know if there's a place to type in comments. Oh, I don't know how you type in comments. I'll have to do that after I come out of here so I can give you a comment to let you know that so I can let you know, go back to just me. I can let you know how to find out what is your trading strategy that suits you best. Everybody's different. People have different things. They're going to, oh, here we go. I see comments. I see comments. I want to say it's HTTP trading strategy. Maybe it's just strategy for you. Oh, what is it called? I kind of feel like that's not it. Strategyforyou.com. I feel like it's missing something. Maybe it should have like best strategy for you or something like that. I'm trying to remember what did I name it? Don't remember. Okay, so that is our Market Mondays. We talked about AI. We updated the previous things that we had. We talked about AMD, both as put credit spreads. There's some other ones you could maybe look at if you want to look at Mara, AMC. A lot of people don't fool up with AMC. I don't know why. They seem to be holding steady at this point. Long term, I don't know what they'll do, but AMC's They really seem to be holding on. They seem to be holding on. Okay, I think I want to stop my screen share, which I believe I did already. Okay. If you're looking for me, please go check me out. Go check me out in Amazon, not Amazon. Go check me out. I'm speaking future things. Check me out in Facebook. Check me out on Instagram. Here we go. How about you check me out on TikTok? And you know what? We'll be here helping out the sellers, people who are selling and want to be sellers. That's what we do. We help sellers to generate consistent income on a daily and weekly basis. All righty. Okay, so I don't see any more comments. We will see you in the chat. All righty. Bye.